And now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
Yes, here we are again another day, committed to being your consumer advocate. It's all about helping you understand your buying decisions and making you just a bit more street smart here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Our goals are to educate, entertain, enlighten, and most importantly, we always want to engage with you. So we greatly appreciate you reaching out to our hotline. Any questions, comments, or connections you'd like, reach out to our hotline, 813-750-0550. Give us a call on the hotline, 813-750-0550. That's our consumer advocate hotline. Also, check out consumerqb.com. You can see links there to all of our expert contributors, the finest folks in all of Tampa Bay and the Gulf Coast region of Florida that we've assembled and we've vetted, and we bring on the show to help you understand more about your buying decisions. As we say, making you just a bit more street smart here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. This segment is brought to you by the Golf Cart Depot of Tampa Bay. Golf Cart Depot, test drive one today. They will deliver to your home or office. They'll bring a golf cart out to you and let you test drive it right there. How cool is that? They've got the Easy Go, Star EV, Cushman, Icon electric vehicles, also pre-owned and remanufactured golf carts available from Discovery Golf Carts, a.k.a. Golf Cart Depot. Make sure you let them know the real estate quarterback sent you. Take them up on those special offers and incentives just by mentioning that you're a fan of the Consumer Quarterback Show. And a couple of hot properties. As you know, I'm the owner of the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. I want to let you know about a couple of hot real estate listings right here in Tampa Bay. 8001 U.S. Highway 301 South in Riverview. This is a gorgeous property, great opportunity. Invest into the asset column of your business, listed around $800,000, but you've got two structures on one parcel of land, and this is formerly known as the Riverview Sandwich Shop. I guess currently known as the Riverview Sandwich Shop. 8001 U.S. Highway 301 South, Riverview. It's out in East County. You've got an operating restaurant, also a separate structure that can be rented out. Currently, it's occupied by a church. You got 40 to 50,000 vehicles driving by daily. Great commercial asset, great opportunity right here in beautiful Tampa Bay. Also, 2528 Appaloosa Trail. This is a Palm Harbor listing of ours. Beautiful estate-style home, large family home, 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, 3-car garage, pool home, right here in beautiful Tampa Bay. Check out all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com. And we got a great lineup for you today. Coming up, we got Matt DiMaio in studio. Also, Chuck Peterson going to be in studio as well. And we have our special guest, first time making your appearance. Jade, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Kalela, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Awesome. So we love to talk about local family businesses, local family owned companies right here in Tampa Bay. It's a big part of our show. So we're talking to Jade's Premium Quality Cleaning right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Tell us a little bit about your business.
Well, we are a cleaning company, of course. We do carpet cleaning. We do power washing. We also do deep cleaning and basic cleaning.
And what's the difference there between like a basic, people call up, hey, I want to have just a every 2-week cleaning, or I want a big clean. I got a party coming up, or I got in-laws moving in, or somebody that maybe has COVID, or one of those scenarios, because you are COVID compliant now. You did your COVID-19 certification as well.
Yes, we did.
So, the difference between a basic clean and a deep clean is that a deep clean is basically when we wash the inside of your house entirely, except for your walls. If you want your walls done, we have no problem doing that. But a deep clean is basically like we don't miss anything. A basic clean is the same thing, except a deep clean is where we really just make sure that we get any nook and cranny that you would miss on a daily basis,
right,
but we would never miss ever.
Nice.
So we just make sure that a deep clean is somewhere where you can just breathe in the air and just relax. A basic clean is like, just making sure that we get the places that you would normally miss anyway,
yep,
but it's not to the complete extreme, but we are still extreme at the same time. We just make sure we don't miss anything.
Nice. I like that. So family run business, talk to me about that, Jade, the ability to have your daughters working with you, just to be able to have that family, right, and growing something special.
Well, I think as parents, we always try to be our kids' role models. Anything that we do, right?
Yeah.
So that's why starting this business, I was working in corporate America, and I hated my job.
Yep.
But I had to work because that's how we provide for our family.
That's right.
And so I always had a passion for cleaning, but I was going to work and then sleeping all day, and it's just crazy. So I was like, okay, I want to quit my job.
Wait, you were on a night shift?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're working a night shift also.
Yeah.
Corporate America. That's a tough situation.
And I didn't like it, you know. But when I was there. I was, you know, but I just said, like, one day I wanted to quit my job, you know, but I was thinking, you know, it always scared me to work somewhere and be there stuck for 30 years.
Right.
With no advancement, just stuck in the same area.
Yeah. Because you see that more often nowadays, because they took away, you know, years ago, a lot of the big companies took away pensions. Used to be, you know, back in the 60s, 70s, you had pensions, you had these great, you know, you pay in, they double match it or they match it. And, you know, so you had a plan there. You could see that, hey, if I work hard, if I put the time in, but I think a lot of corporate America stripped away a lot of those benefits, a lot of that.
Right.
They're looking for the bottom line so they can pad their shareholders' pockets in scenarios like that. But we're talking with Jade's Premium Quality Cleaning here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Jade Ford and her daughter as well, Kalela, here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. And continue. You were in the middle of making a point, I think.
So you know, what scared me the most is working somewhere for 30 years and not being able to excel to the next step. And so, especially when you do a good job at certain places, you max out, right? You max out. Maybe there's no other platform to be taken, you know, and, you know, I didn't want that. I certainly did not want my children for me to think that was okay, just for me personally, for me.
Good
you
for
know?
you, absolutely.
So I said, hey, what do I like doing, you know, and cleaning.
Nice.
You know, I like to clean. I like to, and I am they say my spiritual gift is a natural giver.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So,
yeah, my wife is very much so like that. She's just super nice and outgoing, giving, and she takes on the holistic side of food, and she does a lot of the vegetarian and stuff like that. I'm sure you guys have seen around the house. So cleaning real estate, a lot of real estate agents listen to this show. A lot of people in that industry, kind of movers and shakers, contractors, business owners out there.
Right.
What would be your message to them if they were to hire you, or, you know, to talk about that process?
Well, my message would be, I think nowadays, like, when you have a company that come in and clean, right? We had them good old fashioned cleanings back in the day, you know. I've been on my knees, you know, and you can ask Kalea, I'm not stopping until the job is done. I'm dedicated.
She's never satisfied.
I'm just never satisfied. That's just me, you know, and I think that's great, you know. And I don't know. I'm very personal with my each client, you know, because it's kind of like family, you know. I get excited when I go see them. You know, it's just going into each household is, I love it. I mean,
talk to me about your geographical areas, your locations. How far east, west? What areas do you cover?
So we have 5 main counties that we visit.
Okay.
We visit Polk County, Hillsborough County, Pinellas County, Hernando County, and Pasco County.
Perfect.
And we just want to make sure that no matter where you live, we will get there and we will get the job done, you know, because it doesn't matter as long as you're satisfied with our work. So
nice.
Yeah.
I like that. Kalela, what are you most proud about your mom?
Well, like, I could name a whole list. My mom, she's just the biggest go-getter I've ever met. Her ambition is something I wish I could match. You know, I have ambition too, but my mom, she's just so different. She's a different breed, okay? She's
a hard worker.
Yeah, she had me at a really young age. And of course, like, when that happens, you know, a lot of people set you back because it's like, you know, baby, a baby this young isn't really you're not gonna get that far. But my mom proved them all wrong because she started her own business and she has clients and and stuff like that. So she's making a way for herself and she's paving herself in this industry, which I'm very proud of her for that.
I like it.
And just everything. She's a fantastic mom. She's inspirational. She's very smart. My mom is very business level. And one thing I really want my mom to be able to understand about herself is she needs to make sure that she puts herself on a higher pedestal than what she normally does, because she well, am I doing this right? Am I doing this right? She doubts herself in the same way
She's
I
a
do.
natural on radio, isn't she?
Yeah.
She's
so
natural.
I just want her to just be able to take charge in what
Let
you
me
do.
ask you a question, or same question to you, Jade. What are you most proud of about your daughter?
Oh man, she's really smart at an early age. She sometimes give me advice, and I'd be like, "Girl, you need to write a book," and
Precocious, very precocious. That's how my daughter was, very precocious.
Yeah, she's just strong in general. She knows where she want to be.
I like it.
Right now she's working with me, but she's never gonna settle.
I like it. Jade's Premium Quality Cleaning.com. Check out the website, Jade's Premium Quality Cleaning.com. Also, text cleaning to 813-750-0550 if you want to get in touch with Jade and her team. Just text cleaning to 813-750-0550. We'll put you right in touch with her team, and you heard the story firsthand right here on the show. And what a great story. Thanks so much for joining us. More to come, I'm sure. And also Matt DiMaio coming up. We got a great lineup for you today. Great show, Straight A Strategies. Author, he does a YouTuber. He's got multiple thousands of people on his channels. Matt DiMaio coming up. Some really good strategies here about how to learn faster, how to be smarter, faster. Really good stuff. You don't want to miss this. Matt DiMaio coming up. Also, our feel-good story of the day: missing 3-year-old found safe with family dog after spending 24 hours lost in the woods. Stay with us. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
This is Warwick Dunn, and you're listening to the Real Estate Quarterback Show, hosted by my man, Brandon Rhymes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
Welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty, helping you win in your real estate deals, buying, selling, or investing. We would love to talk to you. And we want to help you when you're negotiating. I'm a certified negotiation expert. Lindsay, my wife, is also a team leader, and she is feng shui certified and does a great job on the interior design side, also working as a buyer agent, coaching our team. So we'd love to work with you if you are out there, and also recruiting agents. If you're thinking about joining a team, we would love to interview and have a conversation with you and see if you fit our family culture. 520 George Street South. This is a great property, waterfront property right here in Pinellas County on the lake. This is Lake Tarpon, and you've got your own private dock, mother-in-law suite, waterfront. Bring your boat, bring your fishing poles, jet skis, and all that fun stuff. Gorgeous lakefront home right here in Tampa Bay. 520 George Street South, Tarpon Springs. Check out all of our real estate listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com.
Somewhere sunny and 75.
And we're going to give a huge shout out to the Bilmar Beach Resort, the official hotel partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. The Bilmar Beach Resort on Treasure Island, Florida. They've got 2 pools on site, Sloppy Joe's Beach Bar and Restaurant right here in Tampa Bay. And make sure you let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. A great opportunity to have a beach weekend, staycation as well. They offer free parking, Wi-Fi, 2 heated pools, hot tubs, fitness center, and free beach area transportation. Reach out to the Bilmar Beach Resort. Make sure you let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. All right, we got our friend Matt DiMaio back in studio. Welcome back, my friend.
Thank you, Brandon. It is always a pleasure to be here with you.
Yeah, man, awesome. Doing some great stuff out there. Got so many subscribers on your YouTube channel, YouTuber. Author, Straight A Strategies for Successful Online Training is the latest project.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, we're at that time of the year where it's back to school.
Yeah.
And that means something completely different this year than ever before.
Absolutely.
My daughter is about to start her sophomore year at Florida State University, and all of her classes are going to be online. I know that what's happening with not just public schools, but schools not just in the United States, but all over the world have been transitioning to online classes. And quite frankly, neither the students nor the parents are really know what to expect or really prepared for it.
Yeah.
And even worse than that, a lot of the teachers are really uncomfortable about it.
Yeah.
Teachers that have been teaching for 30, 40 years have only had in-person live classes before.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a learning experience for everybody, and I wanted to make a contribution with the things that I researched.
Yeah, my brother's a teacher down in the Lee County zone, and it's an interesting time. And I think the challenge is he says that when there's online, of course, you don't have as much control. You're not able to relay emotion as well, and you can't kind of reach out and say, "Hey, pay attention," or like your grandma used to say, right?
Right, pay attention.
Yeah. So it's timely. This is timely. That's right on point for where we're at with the society in America and online, not only schooling, but also corporate America, online education growing and growing in leaps and bounds.
That's exactly right. Now, this is a book that is not actually published yet. It will be available on Amazon as both a paperback and an e-book in Kindle, and I'm recording the audiobook of it now. So it'll be a triple threat. It'll be available on Amazon before the end of August. Again, Straight A Strategies for Successful Online Learning.
Yeah.
And it's the idea here is really to be practical and not philosophical. So this is not a motivational talk or, a go get 'em tiger type of a thing. This is really here's what you do if you want to get good grades, reduce your stress, absorb the information better. So it's very, very practical. And rather than trying to invent these ideas myself, I had done a great deal of research from students all over the world. I have a YouTube channel called Be Smarter Faster, and I have a tremendous amount of interaction with my viewers. I have millions and millions of viewers now. And I had published a video on the subject of successful online learning. And the response that I got to it was so emphatic, it was so overwhelming, that I thought, this really is a subject that is not only timely, but I need to expand on it to be able to get into the level of detail I can't get into in a short YouTube video.
I love it. I love what you say about being practical. It's not win one for the Gipper. This is the idea. This is the this is it. This is the strategy. Some of the things I've learned from watching some of your videos, and I wish I would watch them all at some point. But when you read the book from the back cover front, you check out each chapter. What's the title about? That's going to give us some clues. You read back through and you look at the bold print. I mean, these are ideas that I wish I knew back when I was in school.
You know, I hear that so often, and my thought on the subject is better late than never.
Yes.
You know, so many of my students are not actually in school anymore. I have people that are lifelong learners who I have a tremendous number of people that need to take exams for professional certifications, not just like folks like you in real estate, but also in life insurance, people that are truckers that want to get their CDL, people in the investment business with Series 6 and 7. Yeah. I've been getting a lot of testimonials lately from medical students telling me about how these strategies have helped them absorb complex medical textbooks. One lady in particular was talking about how she got into medical school specifically because of these ideas, passed the MCAT with a much higher score than even the coaching program she had bought didn't help her with.
Wow. Yeah, it's interesting. We're talking with Matt DiMaio here, longtime friend of the program. We've known each other 5-6 years or more, probably. And I remember one of the first times we met, you went into the radio station that I was at. They had an entertainment, kind of a cool spot where a lot of the artists would come in and play and things. And you said, watch this, I'm going to memorize, I'm going to know. And this is what you do. You teach these strategies. But you literally memorize. We must have had 50 to 60, 70 guests that night. And you went around the room and impressed. You blew everybody away when you impressed everybody with the first name. I think the last name too. Correct me. That was crazy.
And you know, it's something because there's so many speakers or trainers that you wonder if they really have any credentials.
Right on.
And so what I like to do right up front when I'm doing public speaking is I'll go around the room and call off the first and last names of everybody in that room that I've met. And it doesn't matter to me if it's 50 or 60 people. For me, that's a relatively small group. I don't say that to brag because the biggest crowds I've done, and there's videos of me on YouTube doing it with 300, 400, 500 people in an audience.
Yep.
And I wasn't born with any special ability. I am learning a system. Just like nobody is born knowing how to ride a bicycle.
Yep.
You learn how to do it.
Yep.
And it becomes ingrained in you. And then no matter how old you get, you can ride a bicycle.
Yeah, exactly.
And the type of learning strategies that I teach are very elemental. It's very foundational skills. And so on the subject of online learning, for example, the concept, I break the book into 2 sections. The first section is all about the housekeeping, all about what are things that you need to do to get prepared, because it's a different setup that you need to have.
Yeah.
And then the second part of the book is all about, all right, once you're all prepared and once you've got the housekeeping, what's the difference between taking a live lecture compared to a pre-recorded lecture?
Yeah.
What do you do if the instructor that you're paying attention to is a bad teacher? They're just not any good on camera.
And let's face it, that's a big part of it. Either you like the class or you don't, or you get a good grade at it or you didn't. And a lot of it can be attributed to how good was the teacher or how well did we mesh. I know in football, I had to run in with a couple of my coaches in the college ranks, or I shouldn't say a couple, but 1 or 2. And it was a situation where, we just didn't mesh, and the information didn't flow freely, and it was a contentious.
But you wanted to be on the team.
Absolutely.
So what did you do?
That's right.
You suck it up. And you do it anyway.
You suck it up and you transfer. I transfer out. Yeah.
And that's one of the points that I make. It doesn't matter if you have a bad instructor.
Yeah.
You've got to do it anyway, because your job, nobody cares about your reasons.
Right.
They only care about your results.
Right.
And that is a lesson I would like to see across the board with a lot of what's going on in this world today.
Results matter.
Results. Everybody's pitching reasons. You can document any point of view, no matter how inane, with enough reasons.
Yep.
Ultimately, it's only results that count.
Yeah, I want to talk to you also because we've also talked about professional speakers when they go on stage. You know, in that familiarity of the room, what's the message going to be? What's the key takeaways? I want to talk a little bit about that because so much of what you do is about the mindset. It's about setting that table, as you mentioned. So when we come back, we're gonna spend some more time with Matt DiMaio here. Straight A Strategies. Also, check out his YouTube channel, Be Smarter Faster, and then we'll have an option for you maybe to join his mailing list also in the next segment. So stay with us right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Check out consumerqb.com.
This is Chris Voss, former FBI lead hostage negotiator and owner of the Black Swan Group, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show hosted by my friend Brandon Rhymes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
And we're back. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, owner of the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. Got a couple of hot listings here, right here in Tampa Bay, 8325 West Hillsborough Avenue. This is a great opportunity for a business owner, someone that is actually looking to invest in the asset column of their business versus paying their own leases, paying their landlord's lease. That is 8325 West Hillsborough Avenue in Tampa. Large conference room, small kitchen, 8 other rooms available as well. Signage on West Hillsborough Avenue in Town and Country with thousands of vehicles, upwards of 50,000 vehicles going by daily. Hot commercial real estate listing, 8325 West Hillsborough Avenue. Also, 4214 Peaceful Lane. This is in Land O'Lakes. Now, this property is on Bell Lake, which is a 90-acre ski lake, 8 lots, 5 of which are right on the waterfront, and a great opportunity for a builder-developer at 4214 Peaceful Lane in Land O'Lakes. Check out all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com. This segment is brought to you by Replenish IV Solutions, the science of nutritional balance. Say hello to our friends Steve and Elisa Gunnan over at Replenish IV Solutions, the science of nutritional balance. Now, what we're talking about are directly injected into your bloodstream. This is going to boost your immunity. You're most commonly known as the Myers cocktail. You may have heard of that, but we're getting vitamin infusions into our bloodstream, boosting our immunity. Compliments of Replenish IV Solutions. Make sure you let them know the real estate quarterback sent you. All right, we got Matt DiMaio in studio, author, YouTuber, some great, opportunities for people to learn how to be smarter, faster, remembering things better. Startremembering.com is the website. So yeah, Matt, what do you want to discuss here? Because I think this could go in a lot of different ways. We could talk more about the children learning to grow. A lot of people, and I think some people might need to rebrand themselves. They may have been in a corporate job, they got laid off due to COVID. Hey, let's take these tools here that you can learn and go out and get that next job, that new career maybe.
You make a really good point. We live in a world of information overload.
Yes.
And those who can't keep up run the risk of being left behind. The problem is, school tells you what to learn. What I do is all of the things that I publish, whether it's on video or audio or now with my new series of books, I teach you how to learn it. So there are tricks, tactics, strategies, if you will. This is not magic. It just works like it.
Yep.
It's not hard stuff to do. It's very practical. Yep. And ultimately, it comes down to being able to use your imagination properly and being able to connect things together. When you're able to use your imagination and combine that with the ability to connect things, people use the word association, which is a terrible word, because if it was a good word, you'd be able to practically apply it. But using the word connection is like Tinker Toys, or these days Legos. Mm-hmm. Remember when your daughter was little and she'd look at you and say, when she was learning something new, she would say, "Daddy, you mean it's like..."
Right.
It's like...
Yeah.
Like is that connection word.
Right.
Because what human beings need to do is to take something that they already know, and connect that new information to it somehow in order to be able to absorb it. So what I do is I kind of mechanize the entire process. I break things down into really basic little building blocks. Mm-hmm. Let's take the idea of my newest book, Straight A Strategies for Successful Online Learning. The whole idea is, what are strategies that you can employ right now that are being used by students all over the world? This is not, you're not doing this in a vacuum. This is stuff that's being done all over the world by the very best students. So what do they all have in common?
I like it.
So usually people think that what they're being tested on, especially with online learning, is the content of their classes. The truth is, what the biggest test is your self-discipline.
Yeah.
Because online learning, you would think, well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is I can study or take classes anytime I want.
Yeah.
That's also the bad news, because when the heck do you want to take classes or study?
Self-discipline that's the number one character trait, character trait, skill set, whatever you want to call it. Self-discipline is the key, because with it, everything else works. Without it, nothing works. Right?
Where would you be? You look at all your success as an athlete, all your success in business, all your success as an entrepreneur. If you didn't have self-discipline, you certainly wouldn't be here on the radio with me now.
Right. You got to be a self-starter. We're talking with Matt DiMaio here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. He's a YouTuber. He's an author. Straight A Strategies for Successful Online Learning. Also, Be Smarter, Faster. Let's get some people signed up to, what's your offer today, or how are we going to get people in touch with you? Let's sign them up on your newsletter.
So I have a free video report on how to triple your memory without mnemonics or association or memory tricks. I call it the 3 causes of forgettery. Everybody wants to talk about memory. I teach you the 3 causes of forgettery. And you can get this free video report that is guaranteed to triple your memory power. Wow. All you need to do is go to startremembering.com. Startremembering.com.
Startremembering.com. And then also, if you're a texter, a lot of times we do these text offers. Just text the hotline. Also, text free report 813-750-0550. 813-750-0550. A lot of folks are instant gratification, like the text. They love to do the text, and we have text folks. And if you're a voicemail, drop a voicemail in there. 750-0550. Startremembering.com. Free video report, how to triple
your
memory
power. Yep.
I like that.
And they'll also be on my mailing list, so they'll see all the other offers. They'll see the offer I've got on my other books, How to Remember People's Names. That's something that people always want to be able to do,
Yes.
and everybody thinks they're terrible at it.
Yeah.
I've got a really cool book called Forget
Well, that's part
No
of it
More.
too, right, Matt? Let's pause right there.
Yeah.
Because how many times do people say, "Oh, I'm so bad at remembering names"? You're telling your subconscious mind to program that way, right?
You're absolutely right. We wind up being our own worst enemy.
Yes, we do.
We live up to our worst expectations of ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
You
So
know?
you got first of all, get rid of those little sayings that you have. I hate the filler words too. Like, to be honest with you, that's just a wasted line of words. And you hear people so many times saying it, but be smart about what you're telling yourself, because it will happen. It will come true.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And so when they join my mailing list, there's lots and lots of other free resources that are available.
Awesome.
I got a video that was a surprise hit for me.
Yeah.
It's called How to Get in the Mood to Study.
Okay.
How to be a motivated student. And again, not a rah-rah, not a Vince Lombardi pep talk,
Yep.
but very practical exercises,
Yeah.
physical things that you can do to change your mood, to want to be in the mood to study.
Like it.
And the testimonials that I get, Brandon, listen to this. I get testimonials from students all over the world who have names that cannot be spelled with our alphabet.
Yeah, I've seen them. I've seen some of them online on Facebook and Instagram. And a lot of people are very happy with your content. And I tell you, I'm proud to have you as a guest on the show. And good thing. I remember we sat down. You said, Brandon, I'm doing this for my legacy. That's why I'm doing it.
That's one of the things I like best about you, is that you actually take the time to recall what your guests talk about with
Yeah.
you. And you're absolutely right. I'm 68 years old. I am on a mission that I'm in the seventh inning, as it were. I am on a mission to leave a lasting positive impact on this world by helping the students of today and tomorrow improve their ability to learn and go do something good with what they know.
Awesome. Well, you're doing a great job with it, Matt. Matt DiMaio, startremembering.com. Check him out online. Follow his YouTube channel. Be Smarter, Faster. Always a pleasure, my friend.
Thank you, Brandon. Great to be here again.
My pleasure. All right, good stuff. Matt DiMaio in studio. Coming up, Chuck Peterson, our friends from Suncoast Roofing. We're going to talk about things happening in the contractor space, the real estate space here in Tampa Bay. Plus, our feel-good story of the day, missing 3-year-old found safe with family dog after spending 24 hours lost in the woods. Stay with us. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show, hosted by my friend Brandon Rhymes. Do not touch that dial. I'll come right through the radio and grab your throat.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty, helping you win in your real estate deals, buying, selling, or investing, helping our sellers profit more on the sale of their real estate properties by maximizing their exposure on 85 different outlets, including Apple, Amazon, Roku, Sony TV, Facebook Lives. Of course, we're doing a lot of video content with our properties. Fabre Frameworks does the photography. And check out some of our listings here. We got some beautiful properties available here in Tampa Bay. 12208 Four Oaks Road. This is a 5-acre parcel of land in Tampa, zoned R9. So builders, developers have been calling on this. Get about 40 units on that land, and a great opportunity right here in Tampa Bay, close to Del Mabry. It's in Carrollwood area. A Forest Lakes area as well, right here in Tampa Bay. 12208 Four Oaks Road. Great buying opportunity. Also, 422 Wildwood Way. This is in Bel Air. That's close to all of the top-notch golf, the beaches. 2-story property right here in Tampa Bay. Beautiful property at 422 Wildwood Way in Bel Air. Check out all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com. Shout out to Brothers Easy Moving, the official moving partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Brothers Easy Moving, they do a great job cleaning our real estate properties, and they're offering a virtual walkthrough right now. So, of course, with the COVID compliance and things of that nature, virtual walkthroughs, whether you're planning a local or even a long-distance cross-country move, Brothers Easy Moving, the official moving partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Every day we're going to tell you something positive here in our feel-good story of the day.
Tell me something good.
All right, so we got a 3-year-old girl that was found safe with a family dog after going missing for 24 hours near her home in Winter, Wisconsin. Abigail was found alive and well after a massive search involving multiple agencies and hundreds of volunteers, according to a Facebook post from the Sawyer County Sheriff's Department. Abigail and her dog, Peanut, were reportedly found safe walking from the woods into a neighboring yard a short distance from her home, and she sustained minor scratches, insect bites, dehydration for her 24 hours being lost in the woods, and was transported to a local hospital for medical treatment and was later released. The sheriff gave special thanks to the hundreds of volunteers and other agencies involved with searching for the girl. All right, it seems like that story, we had that story 6-8 months ago, very similar story, where they went in the woods, they came out. But
yeah,
I love the feel-good story. Yesterday, Tim Tebow's, we talked about Tim Tebow stepping it up for hunting down some of the trafficking, the human trafficking going on.
Which is great.
Yeah.
I mean, on his part.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's doing a great job stepping it up there. We got Chuck Peterson in the house, Suncoast Roofing, back in studio, longtime friend of the program. Welcome back.
Yeah, glad to be back. Able to come in today because it's raining away again. I'm getting in that rain pattern pretty heavy right now.
Seems like it's been a lighter overall season, though, does it?
Until the last week or so, we've been doing pretty well. But this last week's kind of had a lot of little storms in the afternoon. They've been blowing up pretty good.
So it's a time where you're noticing the deferred maintenance on properties.
Absolutely. We can get a lot of repair calls when those big storms come rolling through. Not a hurricane storm, but just like we normally get in the afternoons, they blow up pretty quick. And, they can make that maintenance that you put off, make you pay for it.
Yeah, the high wind shingles is something new that Suncoast has added as well.
Correct. Yeah, we've got the GAF. They're called HDZ shingles. They're high wind. They're a high wind rated shingle up to, I don't know if you can see that or not.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Up to 155 miles an hour wind rating. And that's actually going to be our standard shingle at this point going forward. So that's the only shingle we'll put on as far as a GAF shingle goes when we come to your house.
Now that says a lot too. When you talk about that GAF, what does that stand for? What does that mean? And I believe it's a 50-year warranty attached.
Correct. Yeah, GAF is the manufacturer. It's the technical name is pretty long. It's way back in the day they made it. So it's a 100-year-old company, but they're the largest manufacturer of shingles in the U.S. and they're U.S. owned and U.S. headquartered.
Go USA.
Yeah. Which is, be hard to ship shingles across the pond and make it come out good. But nonetheless, they're the biggest company out there. And because they've been around so long, they have really good warranties because they can stand behind those kind of things. You're not worried about, hey, if we put these shingles on and something happens to Suncoast roofing, what's going to happen to our warranty? The warranty stays with GAF.
Yeah.
Unlike, as you and I have talked about several times, people have a roof put on by a guy that has a cheaper price than us, and when the warranty time comes, they call and there's nobody around. They're just out of business, and so then they're still calling us.
Yeah.
And we have to come out there and fix somebody's sloppy work, and they had a warranty, but it wasn't with a GAF. It was with some guy's company name.
Yeah, suncoastroofing.com, suncoastroofing.com. Chuck Peterson here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Now, when you look at the industry as a whole, we talk about the maintenance side. We talk about the storms activity. We've luckily to this point, we haven't had a named storm or a huge, big storm coming at us. But the last few years, talk about some of the experiences, because you've come in, you guys roll in with your trucks. You have a lot of tarps on hand, and you're helping people in these really trying times. Yeah,
so if the storm does come, because we're for Florida, for the Tampa Bay area, we're about to hit peak times. September, October, especially October for us on the Gulf side is peak hurricane time for us. And we've already got tarps, sitting in warehouses, at our offices. We've got 5 offices we talked about across the state. So we're prepared. The last little spin up storm on the East Coast came, and we had some guys moved to the East Coast in case it came in. Yeah. So, we're prepared. If, something happens, we'll be out in the streets the day after, trying to make sure people's houses are covered, and we work with insurance companies. We have insurance guys on our staff, not insurance guys, but we have guys that deal with the insurance companies on our staff. And so we can come to your house and take care of the damage from the very beginning to the very end. As a homeowner, you really don't have to do anything except call us. And, we file the claim on the behalf of the roof. Our guys make sure you get as much money as you're supposed to get, because the insurance companies are inevitably trying to short that amount of money.
Yeah, so let's talk about that, because that's a whole nother, line of questioning, so to speak. In that, when you look at the insurance companies, and then you also that term assignment of benefits comes up.
Correct.
Talk us through that again, Chuck.
All right. So the assignment of benefit really is the homeowner gives us the right to go to the insurance company on their behalf and fight to get the money that they're due for their roof. Our assignment of benefit is very structured, very minimal, where we can talk to the insurance company about your roof, your fascia, your soffit, and your gutters.
So it's a legal document that's executed by your company and the homeowner.
By the homeowner, that allows us to go straight to your insurance company and deal with them directly, so that you get the most money that you can get, because the average homeowner has no idea what the roofing components are. So, an insurance claim comes back, and everybody's seen them one time or another, but they're line items. Like there's a line in your insurance claim for your roof for the number of nails to go in your roof. Well, there's probably not very many people on the planet that know how many nails are supposed to go in your roof.
Exactly.
So we have guys that take care of that, and if you don't know and you say, oh, hey, that number looks pretty good, and then you go out there and get a quote from somebody and you're short the money, now you're kind of out of luck, right? Because now you're paying the difference between what the insurance company said it might ought to cost versus what it really costs. So we're there to try to make sure that you get all that you're due. I mean, you pay your premiums, you should be due your money to put the roof back in the position it was in.
And you've got relationships. By the way, we're talking with Chuck Peterson here, Suncoast Roofing on the Consumer Quarterback Show. I'm your host, Brandon Rhymes. Chuck, you have relationships already in place as well. You guys have gone to battle together. You've seen the scenario play out. I know last year was Mexico Beach. The year before it was the Fort Myers, Estero area, Naples area.
Right.
It seems to shift from year to year, and hopefully it'll be lighter here this year. And but you have a team. I think that's the point I'm trying to get at is you've got that team. You've got a loaded team that has the attorneys, the different folks, the litigators that are ready to go.
Yeah, we do, and it's a bigger team than that even. I mean, we have relationships with landscape guys that could come out to complexes, especially in houses, and get trees off of roofs that are across the state. We have we have a lot of relationships with water restoration guys, with rebuild guys that we can bring to the table, because the first call you're going to make is to somebody to get a tarp on your roof. That's the very first thing that's going to be done. Try to stop the water from coming in.
Mitigation.
Yep. Correct. And you're supposed to do that, right? I mean, that's your job as a homeowner, right? You try to stop that water.
You're legally obligated to mitigate and preserve.
Yeah. Once the problem is known to you, that's your job, right?
Yes.
So we can come in and bring that whole team together as one stop. We've got some really, really good people in our group at this point in time. We have we call it the Storm, Restoration Alliance. Yeah. It's kind of, it's our little internal, group.
Yep.
But we bring all the folks, including the attorneys. So if your insurance company says, we don't like what we're seeing, we're not going to pay, we have taken on behalf of homeowners through our paperwork, through the AOBs, we have gone to court for, I'll say, hundreds of homeowners.
Yep.
And our record is stellar. I don't even want to say, because I don't want to jinx anything, but we do very, very well in that arena. And we have some really good litigators that look out for the client at the very end of the puzzle, the homeowner. Yeah. That's what the whole goal is, to make sure you're covered, you get your money, you get what you're supposed to get on your house,
right on,
and gets fixed.
That's who we're looking out for here, the consumer.
Correct.
We're always looking out for the consumer. How, can we position you? How can we give you that information up front where you understand, hey, this is what to look for. And if you're in the middle of the storm, we're going to help you with that. And then coming out on the backside of it as well. Chuck Peterson on the Consumer Quarterback Show. So we talk about AOB insurance, different shingle types. Of course, you guys do all the top types of shingle, different areas. Different HOAs are going to require certain shingle types as well, or roof types.
Roof types, right. Yeah, I mean, we do tile, metal, the flat decks, a lot of flat decks in Florida that you and I have talked about a million times that should never actually be flat, but they are.
Got to have some pitch. I still don't get it.
It's just one of those architect things way back in the day. They thought it was really great, and it's not, but it is what it is, right? But we deal, we do a lot of what we say is the large loss category, which would be apartment complexes, condo complexes, office buildings,
churches from time to time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we just finished one up in on the East Coast over there that was huge. It's beautiful. But we do a lot of commercial work, and that same group, we can bring, if the storm came, the same group comes to the HOAs and all that as a residential.
Suncoastroofing.com. Chuck Peterson, always a pleasure, my friend. Yeah. Say hello to the team. Say hello to Mary, the whole team. And keep up the great work out there. We appreciate you supporting all of our listeners out there, supporting our show partnerships, our expert contributors. You can call and text roofing if you'd like to have that connection made. Another great show. We had Jade's Premium Quality Cleaning, Matt DiMaio, and Chuck Peterson on today's show. Great lineup for you as well tomorrow. So stick around, and we'll see you next time right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Make sure you check out our website, consumerqb.com, and please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. We'll see you next time. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time